Hey there, Heather. Ho, there's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome to another time travel tennis tournament. We're doing things a little bit differently now. 10 tours, 6 in the men, 4 in the women. And we're going to be setting up one tour per week, like 10 weeks, 10 tours to see who would get a chance to compete for a trip to the Grand Men and the Grand Women's Tour. The Grand Men's Tour, 6 tours, 16 per tour. So 96 men will move on to the Grand Tour and all that. So yeah, so all you have to do is win 2 matches, and some will only have to win one. But yeah, if we're going to the Grand Tour in Melbourne, if you get top 16, you're in no matter what, because 16 guys from the pre-war era, just making it look good. Hopefully you saw the selection shows, which basically by wins, it determines your spot from 1 to 16. And Bill Tilden and Bobby Riggs with the most. So Tilden, the 1 seed, Bobby Riggs, the 2 seed. The top 8 guys here don't have to play the second round match. Bill Tilden, Fred Perry, Dunn Budge, Bunny Austin, Rene Lacoste, Ellsworth Fines, Bobby Riggs, and William Renshaw are all in automatically to the second round, and then of course they play one game winner take all, one match winner take all to get into the tour, the qualifying for the men's tournament. Now, unfortunately, this, like a few other tournaments, actually is not a 48-man tournament. I was hoping for 48, but it wouldn't give me 48. It would give me 56. So what happens is there are 8 guys who are going to play, but they're going to be deemed ineligible to compete. Unless they win the round 32 match, then I might change my mind, but we'll see. They are Shields, Hawks, Shibuzu, Hunt, Heat, Sato, Moporgo, and Alexander. Those 8 guys are not slated to win and did not make the cut. Like, did not win a tournament and basically did not do well enough points wise. So there will be some things. So what we are going to do is we're going to split the coverage into 2 days for the first round. Left side and right side, there will be, of course, some matches that will be simulated because of the ineligible guys. So our first guy is Shields, and he faces the 13 seed JC Park. He's not supposed to be eligible. He will autoplay, and Park does his job by being Shields. So Shields is not going to do anything, and Park will move on to the next round, trying to move on. Second guy is Hawks. See where Hawks is? There he is against Newslane. And Hawks loses to Newslane. So that's good news because Newslane will have a chance against Bill Tilden to qualify. Yeah, Newslane will have to face Tilden though. Third guy is Shimizu from Nihon, and he faces Henko, and Shimizu loses to Henko. So that's good news for Henko. He got into the first 48, and now he'll face Don Budge with a chance to qualify for the tournament, the Grand Man Tour. Hunt is the next guy who's supposed to be ineligible, and he faces off against Hunter. Hunt and Hunter. What a weird name. But Hunt loses to Hunter. Hunt lost to the Hunter. So Hunter will qualify. He faces Bobby Riggs in the round of 32. Porgo facing Thierry Bruin, the 10 seed, and losing. So Bruin doing his job against Porgo. So he'll survive and move on to round 2. Heath will face McNeil. He didn't qualify, and Heath loses to McNeil, which is pretty good because McNeil they make him run, and now he'll face off maybe against Hopman. Who knows? But yeah, Heath loses. Alexander is also ineligible, but he beats Guard Moon, so he actually does something and beats Moon. He will face either Von Krom or Lowe in the next round. So Alexander is the first ineligible guy to actually win, and he ruined Gar Moon's chances because Moon probably would have done it. This is here in Melbourne. The last guy, Sato. Sato versus 11 seed Richard Sears and Sato-san Make. So Sears does win 11 seed. So only one of the 8 quote unquote ineligibles won, and that's Alexander. So he could ruin things for Von Crom or Lowe. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Maybe he will get a chance. Maybe I will give him a shot. Who knows? All right, so we're gonna look on the left. Let's see here. Yeah, the left side and the right side both had 4 matches. So the left side of the bracket. So here's how it will work. We're gonna go through and we're gonna do the lineup there and everything. So the left side will be today. The right side will be tomorrow. And then, of course, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll split things into the round 32. All right, so the left side, we're gonna go with the non-seeded matches first. So we got Whitman versus Bromwich. They have not faced each other. They both won a tournament. So Bromwich technically ranked number 10, but he did not win. But he did not become a high enough guy to be trusted. So Whitman, he won the Cincinnati Open in week 25, beating Garland, Priest, Hunter, Park, and then Gar Moon. And he was number 66, Malcolm Whitman. So he's moved on. John Bromwich, he won the German Open in week 13. At number 13, he took out Reg Doherty, Frank Hunter, Frodsheim, Austin, Larn, and then Frank Parker in the end. Parker was the only guy to get a set off him. But yeah, let's see who wins this one.
Quiet plays Bromwich to serve.
Bromwich is
First
heavily
game.
favored to take down
Play.
Whitman and move on to the thing. So we're going to do
15 love. Out.
Well, the first 10 minutes.
15
right?
all.
Yeah, the first 10 minutes in Universe. We're going to set stone.
30-15. Out. 40-15. 40-30. Out. Deuce. Advantage Bromwich. Game Bromwich. First game.
Yeah, we're going to do 10 minutes of action.
Love 15. 15 all. 30-15. Out. Out. 30 all. Out. (30-40). Out. Game Bromwich. Bromwich leads 2 games to love. First set. Out.
10 minutes in Universe, and then we will stop.
Love 15. Out. Love 30. Love 40. 15-40. Out. Out. Game Whitman. Bromwich leads 2 games to 1. First set.
.12 minutes. So Bromwich up 2-1. So we will simulate the match and see who wins this one. And the winner will be Whitman, 6-4, love 6-6-4. Big upset. Whitman takes down Bromwich and knocks him out of competition. So Malcolm Whitman will move on. He'll face either Alonso or Parker. So that matchup will be later. All right, so another unseeded matchup is two Frenchmen, Andre Gobert and Max Duquesas. Duquesas has a win over Gobert head to head. Gobert was the winner in Stockholm in week 33. At number 23, he beat O'Hara Wood-Dig, upset Buddy Austin, then beat Frotzheim and Dick Williams to move on to be eligible. Max Duquesas, he won Monte Carlo in week 8. At number 8, he beat Park, Von Krom, Moon, and Perry, and then upset Don Budge, the 1 seed, in 5 sets. He was down 2. He was down 2-love to Budge, but reverse swept him. So that's why Duquesas is in.
Quiet please. Decuglis to serve. First game.
Gobert.
Play.
Yeah, I know. It's like, how the heck is Duquesas so good and yet he didn't even get a seed? Well, it's based off of likeness and all that. But yeah, Duquesas versus Gobert.
$15 love. Out. $30 love. $40 love. Out. Out. Game Decuglis. First game. Out. $15 love. $30 love. $40 love. Out. Game Gobert. 1 game all. First set. Out. $15 love. $15 all. 30-15. 40-15. Game Decuglis. Decuglis leads 2 games to 1. First set. $15 love. $30 love. Out. $30-15. Out. 30 all. $30-40. Deuce. Advantage Decuglis. Deuce. Out. Advantage, Gobert. Out! Game, Gobert. 2 games all, first set.
So 2-2. Well, the 14-minute mark. So that means we gotta go to this group. We gotta go to the end, to the autoplay. And it was Tukeka 7-6, 6-4. So Gobert is out. Yeah, these are the unseeded matchups. So Tukeka will now have to face Fred Perry for a trip to the Grandman Tour. Next, we have Lori Doherty versus Otto Frutzham. Frutzham does have a win against Doherty. These two guys actually didn't qualify for a tournament by win. They actually went with other factors, but yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Quiet plays, Doherty to serve. First
Well, they
game.
say some
Play.
say Doherty is going to take this one to Frutzheim. We'll see.
Out! Out! Love 15. 15 all. 30-15. 30 all. 40-30. Out. Deuce. Out. Advantage, Doherty. Out. Game, Doherty. First game. Love 15. Out. $15 all. $30-15. 40-15. Game, Freudsheim. 1 game all, first set. $15 love. 30 love. Out. 40 love. Out. Game, Doherty. Doherty leads 2 games to 1, first set.
$7 minutes. Okay, so now we got to go to the autoplay. And we find out that Proton beats Doherty 6-4, 6-4. Lori Doherty is out the door. Proton wins, and he will face either Brooks or Anderson. We'll find out later. Now we got to find out who faces Brignon in next round. Is it Al Kingscote or Wilfred Baddeley, the Battle of England? Kingscote does have a title, even though he's 0-1 in head-to-head. Kingscote won in Montreal at the Players International. At number 41, he beat Newsling, Barota, Doherty, Dick Williams, and then William Larned in the final in a 5-set battle. But yeah, Kingscote won in Canada.
Quiet please. Baddeley to serve. First
They
game.
said he might
Play.
lose. We'll see.
Out. Out. 15 love. 30 love. 30-15. 40-15. Out. Game Baddeley. First game.
Baddeley with the first win.
15 love. 15 all. 30-15. Out. 40-15. Out. 40-30. Game Kingscote. One game all. First set. 15 love. 15 all. Out. 30-15. 30 all. 40-30. Out. Game Baddeley. Baddeley leads 2-1. First set.
10-minute rule is in effect, so now we got an autoplay. And it is Kingscote 6-2-3-6-6-4. So Kingscote has won. So Baddeley is out. Yeah, Wilfred Baddeley was the last guy in. He loses, so it will be Brunyan versus Kingscote. And then we got Barota versus Kozula. The winner face Renshaw. Barota is 2-0 against Kozula. And none of them have won a title, so this could be interesting.
Quiet please. Boroktra to serve. First game.
Barota will beat
Play.
Kozula and move on.
15 love. 30 love. 40 love. Game Boroktra. First game. Out. 15 love. 15 all. Out. 15-30. Out. 15-40. 30-40. Deuce. Advantage. Kozula. Out. Out. Game Kozula. 1 game all, first set. $15 love. Out. 15 all. Out. 30-15. 40-15. 40-30. Deuce. Out. Advantage. Kozula. Out. Deuce. Out. Advantage. Boroptra. Game. Boroptra. Boroptra leads 2 games to 1, first set.
So Barota, 2 games to 1, autoplay. And it ends up being Barota 6-2-7-5. So Kozula out of there. Barota does his job, and we'll move on to face Renshaw. Now it's time for the seeds. So J.O. Anderson will take on Norman Brooks. Well, he's ranked number 15 because of his title. J.O. Anderson. He won the Italian Open of week 14. At number 31, he beat Frank Parker, J.C. Park, Joe Hunt, Andre Gobert, and then Buddy Austin down 2 sets to love and winning that tournament. Face Norman Brooks, Battle of Australia.
Quiet plays Anderson to serve. First game. Play.
Let's see if Brooks can pull the upset.
$15 love. $30 love. $30-15. Out. 40-15. Game Anderson. First game. Out. 15 love. Out. Out. 30 love. 40 love. Game Brooks. 1 game all, first set.
Is that what I said?
Out. 15 love. $30 love. 40 love. 40-15. 40-30. 'Deuce. Out. Advantage. Brooks. Out. Deuce. Advantage. Anderson. Out. Game. Anderson. Anderson leads 2-1, first set.
10-minute rule, so Anderson's up 2-1, and he loses. Anderson was number 15. He loses to Brooks 6-3, 4-6, 6-3. So Norman Brooks sends Anderson packing. So that means Brooks will face Frostheim with a spot in the final 16 for grabs. The first team on the left side, the Falls. Frostheim and Brooks. Nice job. We have only 2 more matches. Harry Hopman, the 12th seed, taking on Jack Crawford. Both these guys have won a tournament and won a match against each other. So this is big. Hopman, the creator, the man behind the Hopman Cup for mixed teams of men and women to be a national team. So it's US, Australia, and all that. So Harry Hopman won the Masters 1 week for won the last tournament, I guess you can call it. Won the last 16-man tournament. When he beat Kozula, Williams, Peralta, and Brooks just to get this far. And Crawford, he won in Madrid. At number 2, well, it was big. He beat Norden, Mako, Brunion, Alonso, and Buddy Austin to move on.
Quiet plays. Crawford to serve. First
Crawford
game.
was ranked high.
Play.
Hopman won on the final day to get in this tournament automatically.
15 love. 30 love. 40 love. Out. 40-15. Game. Crawford. First game. $15 love. 30 love. Out. 40 love. Out. Game. Hopman. 1 game all. First set. Love 15. Out. Love 30. Out. Love 40. Game. Hopman. Hopman leads 2-1. First set.
Sorry, 9 minutes.
15 love. Out. 15 all. 30-15. Out. 40-15. 40-30. Out. Deuce. Out. Advantage. Hopman. Out. Game. Hopman. Hopman leads 3 games to 1. First set.
Okay, so let's see. Autoplay, and it was Crawford 7-6-6-2. So Hopman, another seed falls. So Hopman is out. Crawford in. Yeah, I know. It's like Crawford was number 3, but I didn't even get a chance. Crawford will face McNeil with a chance to move on, and one more on the left-hand side. Only one more. Alonso versus Parker. Alonso's 2-0 against this guy, Frank Parker. They both have won a title. Alonso won at Torino International, and I guess in Italy. Florence, Italy. And number 26, he beat O'Hara Wood, Shields, Frotzheim. Yeah, that's one of his wins against Shields. Frotzheim, McNeil, and Bunny Austin in 5 sets. Down 2 sets to none, he did the reverse sweep. Frank Parker. Well, at least he won a title, and that was in Geneva, week 28. At number 13, he beat Queest, Hunt, Gregory, Lowe, and Hopman to get this far.
Quiet please. Alonso to serve. First game. Play.
See who wins this one. Well, Alonso goes 3 for
Out. Love 15. Out. Love 30. 15-30. 30 all. 40-30. Deuce. Out. Advantage. Alonso. Game. Alonso. First game. Love. 30 love. 30-15. 40-15. Out. Game. Parker. 1 game all. First set. Out. Out. Love 15. 15 all. 30-15. Out. 30 all. 40-30. Out. Out. Game. Alonso. Alonso leads 2 games to 1. First set.
12 minutes. So what do we know? It is Alonso who sends Frank Parker packing in straight sets. For the third time, Alonso has a win over Parker. 7-6, 6-4. So that means Alonso will face Whitman for one spot, for a spot in the Grand Men Tour. Alonso and Malcolm Whitman. So we'll see what ends up happening. So the right side of the bracket, we will have some matchups. We will have Peach versus Johnston, Doink versus Garland, Patterson versus Murray, Williams versus Norden, Gregory versus Lauren, Wilding versus McLaughlin, McGrath versus Crochet, and Von Krom versus Lowe. So there should be some interesting stories about that, but we will worry about them tomorrow. Anyhow, I'm Jevin. Adieu.